This guy. You know what? The sooner this guy's off YouTube, the happier I think a lot of people will be. This is a loser that crashed his car, and then the guy that was in the car with him, blood pouring out his head, he got to record everything so he could make money from the crash. What a what a scummy thing to do. But I can't stand this guy. So let's see. Is there any chance that his career is over? Let's check it out.
Jack Doherty, one of the least likable streamers out there, gave the world another reason to dislike him this past weekend as he decided to live stream and interact with chat while driving with a friend in the car while it was raining, as he was speeding and looking right down on his phone. And he absolutely knew what he was doing because just a minute before he crashed, he said this.
Literally, guys, you can't see shit. I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
So yeah, naturally he spun out, then gave us the wildest show of how little he cares about the people surrounding him, because the only thing that was important for him was, we have to make sure we get all of this on film. And then obviously the McLaren, meanwhile, he gave his friend, who he seriously hurt, the camera to film everything while blood was gushing out of his face. Extremely normal influencer behavior. That was sarcasm, because for even some of the worst streamers, that's a massive stretch. I mean, this stream was just so much of a narcissistic disaster. One would think it would be like a phenomenal parody of how these recent IRL streamers act, except this is just reality, and this is exactly how they act. So now he's dropped a YouTube video in response to this crash, and we get to see the footage he was focused on filming, even though the first responders told him, hey, can you stop filming so we can actually check on your friend to make sure he's okay? Because here he gave this baffling response when they asked that.
Hey, listen, man, I just crashed my car. I lost 200 grand. I need to make my money back somehow. Sorry.
It's unbelievable how much this guy sucks. This is the most self-inflicted situation ever that everyone else around him now has to clean up. I mean, this dude was so useless, he couldn't even call himself a tow truck because he was more busy having himself filmed that he was in a car crash.
Don't tell me you're going to call your own. Can you help me?
So let's see the footage that was more important for him to get than for him to actually take proper care of his friend.
I don't know how to feel right now, guys. I'm sad, bro. I'm so sad right now. Sadness can't express how sad I actually am. At least my Richard Mille is still okay. Just kidding.
Oh, it's like a £2 million watch in it. So, what? Oh, cats. He is the exact kind of guy that if you see him in town, you would just want to beat the living lights out of him just for being there. You know?
He's not kidding. Meanwhile, his friend is standing there behind him with blood gushing out of his head. And he's like, at least my Richard Mille is okay. Yeah. This guy has the personality of soggy bread, so the only thing he can cling to is his material possessions.
Fuck, bro. I did not think this was going to be happening today.
Me neither. God, so bad.
Alright guys, my McLaren is totaled. It was a couple days before my 21st birthday.
Oh no! My own stupidity just ruined the vibes. It seems like this is the first time he actually realizes actions have consequences. Because remember the time when he flipped the golf cart with his girlfriend in it and put her in the hospital?
Yeah, he like proper injured her for it as well.
That was funny to him because it didn't really affect him, as he didn't own the golf cart and he wasn't the one who got hurt. But now it's finally clicking with him. Oh, stupid actions lead to stupid consequences. Wow. Also, shout out McLaren for saving their lives here, because I said this in my last video, but this crash could have been so much worse if the...
Kind of wish it was a lot worse. Unfortunately, it was a really good car, so the car took all the impact. Shame, isn't it, really?
The front of the car didn't completely disintegrate and absorb the impact. Their bodies would have had to take that impact. And if that happens, they likely wouldn't have been walking away from this.
You hit your head hard, bro. I just remember, like, after it, just panicking. Both the windows breaking.
I know the smoke was...
Dude, that guy...
Did you see me kick out the window?
Who?
Did you see me kick out the
That
window?
was you?
Yeah, the guy's
Dude, then someone, I think, ripped the other window out. I was, like, trying to figure out how to do it. You were, like, banging your elbow on it.
I know, I punched it.
Dude, you were going crazy. That was Michael David. But, like, that was so scary. It smoked up so fast. Like, how did that happen?
Dude, I don't know.
Bro, if you think I've had a full tank of gas, like, we would have been exploded.
Dude, I don't even know.
Because my tank was empty. Like, it literally...
Yeah, if you had it doesn't matter if his tank was full of fuel or not. It doesn't explode. It just burns.
We had like 20 miles left. And then also on top of that, we crashed like 42 miles per hour.
I know, we weren't even going fast.
At all.
I mean, the last clip we saw, the speedometer was this. And also notice how he's looking at the chat on his phone and not the road.
No! No! No!
So I don't know why he's like trying to gaslight the story when he streamed the whole story himself. He is his own worst enemy here. He broadcasted everything. And then now he's trying to repaint the story. And as we know, he sped up after we last saw the speedometer. Obviously, hydroplaning and sliding sideways slows you down. But if he was driving 42, he wouldn't have spun out and crossed 4 lanes of traffic like that.
We hydroplaned. Dude, we could have went off that cliff down the whole thing. We would have been dead. Holy shit. There was a cliff right there. Oh my God. We're happy to be alive, you know?
Was it a cliff? I thought it was just like a steep embankment. It wasn't a cliff. No, I didn't think it was a cliff.
Mother. She's turning away. She doesn't want to look. We left in 2 cars. We left here in 2 cars like 6 hours ago, and now we're back in 1 car.
It's your mom. Now your mom's crying.
Yo, he's so crazy for that. No way, dog. Reckless endangerment for content. Yo, that's wild. Yo, he's wild. He's crazy. This guy's cray-cray.
You are lucky you are alive, Jack. I don't want to go on your funeral, Jackie. Please, please, take this seriously. No marijuana when you're driving.
I didn't.
Phone. What happened? Tell me.
Mom, it was just wet. We hydroplaned, Mom. Like, I couldn't do anything about it.
At least admit that you were being an idiot on your phone to your own mother. She's going to find out either way because this guy documents everything. Again, his hunger for clout on the internet is his own worst nightmare because he streamed himself committing a crime. If his friend realizes that he isn't actually his friend, this is a grand slam lawsuit for him right here. And that's also the perfect stream for his insurance company because, you know, their goal is to not pay. Then on top of that, there could easily be criminal charges here as what he did was clearly reckless endangerment, which could be up to 1 year in jail in Florida. He's also a high profile, extremely disliked person doing this. So he also is, I guess, the perfect target for Florida to make an example out of. Because let's be real here, the state of Florida does not want people to be acting like this on their roads. But of course, he doesn't understand why people have a problem with his behavior.
So much going on, like no one understands. Everyone's so quick to put some on me on social media. No one's gone through what I gone through just now. Like I literally almost died in a car accident.
He's so disconnected from the real world. It's insane. This is what happens when someone of a very young age, like 13, gets a lot of fame and starts getting a lot of money. The whole view on the world is just distorted, and they turn into just nasty, horrible little people. Not every single one of them, and not all of them, but this one is a prime example of how bad it could go and how much of a horrible person you can be getting all that fame and stuff at a young age.
I literally almost died of these cars too. At least I still got 2 Lambos. No, I'm kidding.
Again, he's not kidding. No one's laughing. That's all he has. And no, plenty of people have gone through exactly what we've gone through here and caused accidents because they were morons. That's why reckless endangerment is a charge.
Don't hit this car on the race.
Motion, I can do it again.
Everything in life is for the reason, Jack.
Where's
Take
Michael
some
Davis?
notes. Where's Michael? I'm gonna go the other Michael.
I'm ready to start going again. Give me my keys. I realized I still got my McLaren key, so I still have all my keys. Let me take a pic with all my keys real quick, so people still think I have a McLaren.
This guy might actually have the lowest EQ that I've ever seen out of any social media influencer because he just somehow manages to say exactly the things that would make any person shed their skin with cringe. It's like he's deliberately trying to be unbearable.
Oh, I'm just happy to be alive, guys. I literally was crying on the way home. Like, if we didn't hit the guardrail head on, one of us would have been just crushed. Like, that would have been so bad. But I'm glad that me and Michael are both okay. That's a huge lesson. No more driving cars like this in the rain. No more, I don't even know, bro. Like, I wasn't even going fast. That's the crazy part. It's just like, can't drive those cars in the rain.
No, you just can't floor a high-powered rear-wheel drive car in the rain while not looking at the road with one hand on the wheel, than when you hydroplane, you jam the brakes. That is 100% a skill issue. And I don't even think he understands what he's even driving. He's just buying supercars because it's a flex and they go fast. And I also don't think he realizes it yet, but he just lived through the Dunning-Kruger effect. Because this dude literally said in his last video that he thought he was the best driver in the world.
I'm not driving in the rain anymore. I thought I was the best driver in the world. Clearly I'm not.
Well, that's your problem right there. Yeah, that's what happens when you drive supercars in good conditions. They are engineered to give you so much confidence while driving until the conditions aren't good and you total your car. Like if his first car was an old school Shelby Cobra, he wouldn't be here today. Because I mean, there's a reason Mustangs seem to be heat-seeking missiles for crowds, and they're a lot easier to drive than those Shelbys. Now, obviously, I might have set myself up for a cell phone if I crash a car now, but hey, if I'm being a dumbass and I end up doing so, that's on me for being a complete dumbass. But the goal here is to never act like that. But I digress. To end my rant, I'm just gonna say I think the prefrontal cortex patch for Jack at 25 is gonna do wonders for him. But next, he addresses his kick ban in complete denial.
Jack, I promise you have a mic.
Idiot.
And I promise I will be soon in your home. You have to take care of yourself. What happened with the live stream? You got quit?
You got banned.
Why?
It's suspended. I'm fine. Fine.
So how you gonna do your poverty?
I will. I'll get on banned. Don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think so, bud. Kick in recent times have actually been following through with their permanent bans. Like Johnny Smalley. He's been begging for months to get his account back, but he's still permanently banned. Kick would look extremely weak and unserious if they unban him. So Jack is in complete denial, as again, he's never had real consequences before.
You okay? Are you
Yeah.
sure? Where you got the stitches? Oh.
Like there. Yeah.
I don't want to see them.
Oh my
So, a
God.
little wicked. We're
How
live
you
though.
feeling? You okay?
We are alive. Michael, how's it feel? How you feel?
Kind of, but
Yeah.
no harm to play here.
That's fine. At least we're okay. Like, it really put into perspective, like, we could have both been dead right now. That's, like, the crazy, sad part.
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy. My reckless behavior could have ended your life.